My dear student, today we discuss a very important pteridophyte plant with you, that is Equisetum. It is a very interesting one fund which mentioned in your syllabus. It belongs to order Equisetails and division Sphenophyta. The all member of division Sphenophyta, commonly known as horsetail plants, because of the aerial shoot of the member of this division is very resemble to horsetail. So they are also known as horsetail plant. Equisetum is also known as horsetail plant. Equisetum is only single genus of this division which have been reported as living, which has been reported as living member. Remembered it, or mostly member of this division become fossilized. But Equisetum are the only living member of this division. The common name of Equisetum is horsetail plant, because the aerial shoot of the Equisetum is very similar, just look like horsetail. They are the classical bioindicator for farmer as well as ecologist, because of they grow where there silica and gold, remembered it, where silica and gold are abundant in soil. They also grow where there rich humus soil is present. So it is indication for farmer that where Equisetum is grow, the farmer may cultivated agriculture crops. So it is a very classical bioindicator for farmer as well as presence of metals in the soil. If you are talking, first of all, you have to know about the systematic position of Equisetum. It's come under the group Pteridophyta and division Sphenophyta. It belongs to subdivision Sphenopsida. Pasida is suffix for subdivision, and it belongs to order Equisetails. It belongs to family Equisetaceae. It is a single one member of order Equisetail which has been reporting as living. If you are talking about the occurrence, habit and habitat of Equisetum, it has been reported by pteridologists that the mostly species of the Equisetum grow in damp shady places where moisture is available. Some species of Equisetum also grow as aquatic in ponds, marshes, while some grow in exposed and dry habitat, which indicate the xerophytic characters of the Equisetum. Some species of the Equisetum also grow in dry places where water is so less. So Equisetum species also indicate the xerophytic characters. Equisetum having near about 30 species which mostly grow in all over the world except two countries. One is the Australia, second is the New Zealand. The common name of Equisetum, as you know very well, is horsetail, because the aerial shoot of the Equisetum resemble with the horsetail. And second one, common name of equisetum is scoring rhesus. Scoring rhesus, because of the people who living in a remote area uses the aerial shoot of the equisetum as a scraper for cleaning the pots. So the common name of equisetum is scoring rhesus, because of towards outside the epidermis there is a decomposition of silica. Due to decomposition of silica, they utilize in the cleaning of pots, and due to decomposition of silica outside the epidermis of the aerial shoot, the aerial shoot differentiated into ridge and groove due to decomposition of silica. So, species of the equisetum grow variety in habitat. Some grow in dry places, some grow in ponds, some grow in shady places, some grow in damp and shady places. Example, equisetum pratense, while other grow in marshy places, ponds, and some grow in river banks. Example, equisetum cluster. Equisetum arvense is found in xerophytic habitat, and some species of equisetum have been reported on roadside and railway track. But in India, the common species which has been reported by the pteridologists are Equisetum arvense, Equisetum debile, Equisetum diffusum, Equisetum elongatum, etc. Out of these, Equisetum debile is found in plain among the river bank and also common in Himalaya range. So this is the discussion about the habit and habitat of Equisetum. If you are talking about the external features of the Equisetum, before knowing the theory of external feature, you have to see the picture of Equisetum. This is the picture of the Equisetum. You can see in this picture that the plant is sporophytic. It is diploid and divided very well into root, underground rhizome, and aerial shoot. If you see, the underground aerial part of the stem, which is also known as rhizome, is divided into node and internode, and aerial shoot of the Equisetum is also divided into node and internode, which is the diagnostic features of division Sphenophyta. Mostly the member of this division which belongs to Equisetum category, the aerial shoot and the underground aerial shoot part, which known as rhizome, divided into node and internode. Node and internode. So the rhizome is divided into node and internode, and from the nodes towards the lower side there is a developed thread-like adventitious root which play an important role for absorption of water and minerals from the soil for proper growth and development of the plant. And from the node of the rhizome towards upper side there is a developed aerial shoot which is also divided into node and internode. It has been reported in Equisetum by pteridologists that from underground portion of aerial shoot, that is known as rhizome, there are developed two different tendency of the aerial shoot. One is sterile shoot, and second is fertile shoot. The fertile shoot are those aerial shoot of the Equisetum. At the apex of the fertile shoot, there is a very compact reproductive organ in which the spores are produced, known as cone. Cone is a compact reproductive organ which made of sporophyll, sporangium, and spores. Within the cone, there is a developed similar shape and size of spores which help in reproduction. As you know very well, in equisetum there are two different type of reproduction have been reported by pteridologists. One is the vegetative reproduction, which take place by the help of tuber. You can see at the node of the rhizome there is a developed tuber along with the root. So it is a vegetative bodies of the equisetum which help in vegetative reproduction. So in equisetum there are two type of reproduction have been reported. One is the vegetative reproduction which help in by tuber. What happen during the vegetative reproduction? This vegetative body known as tuber, which made of meristematic cells, detach during the unfavorable condition, and after detaching during the unfavorable condition, on coming favorable condition, they become germinate and produce new plant. They become germinate and produce new plant of the equisetum. And the sexual reproduction take place always by spores which produce within the cone. So in equisetum there are two type of aerial shoot are present. One is strile shoot which does not produce the cone at the apex, and it help in photosynthesis, because at the node of strile shoot there is a developed lateral branches which is green and help in photosynthesis. But if you see the fertile shoot, there is no lateral branches developed. So the fertile shoot is not photosynthetic, not photosynthesis. Photosynthesis take place always by the strile shoot. And there are two type of branches have been reported in aerial shoot, that is the strile shoot. One is the branches of unlimited growth. This is the main aerial shoot of the equisetum. At the apex of the main aerial shoot there is a developed apical bud which is made of meristematic tissue, which undergoes always continuous cell division and continuous undergrowth. So this is known as branch of unlimited growth. So growth is take place always by the continuously cell division, and from growth of limited branches there is a developed branches of unlimited growth. Branches of limited growth, because of these lateral branches does not have apical bud, so the growth is checked. So this is known as branch of limited growth. So this is the picture of the equisetum plant. I hope you understand all things. Now I am talking the theory of the external part. If you are talking about the external feature of sporophyte, plant body is sporophytic. I have already discussed and you have seen in the picture. The plant body is sporophytic, and the sporophytic plant body divided into well developed root, rhizome and aerial shoot. Size of plant body ranges from few centimeter as in equisetum scorpioides to several meter as in equisetum giganteum. नाम से इंडिकेट है, as name indicate giganteum, it means it is the largest species of the equisetum. It has been reported it is the length of the equisetum giganteum is up to 13 meter. You can estimate the size of the equisetum. Most of the species are less than 1 meter in height. Plant body made of a long horizontal underground portion of the aerial shoot which is known as rhizome, from which arises many thread-like brown root which is adventitious in nature towards the lower side and penetrate into the soil particle and absorb the water and minerals for proper growth and development of plants, and many erect aerial shoot towards the upper side, as I have discussed with the picture. There are very important portion of the equisetum which known as rhizome. As you know very well, what is rhizome? Rhizome is a underground part of the equisetum, which is long, creeping and well branched and remain inside the soil, and it is also divided into node and internode. From the node of the rhizome towards lower side there is a developed adventitious root which help in absorption of water and minerals. Along with the roots, in case of equisetum there is also developed tuber which help in vegetative reproduction. And third part is roots which develop from the node of rhizome, which are large, cylindrical, thread-like, well-branched and adventitious in nature. And from the rhizome there are developed aerial shoot. The aerial shoot which arises from the rhizome towards upper side are of two types. I have discussed already. One is the sterile or vegetative shoot, and second is the fertile or reproductive shoot. Both the sterile and fertile aerial shoot are ribbed and divided into node and internode. But the former is well branched and long lived, while the latter fertile shoot are generally unbranched and short lived. Aerial shoot are as well as rhizome are articulated. It means joint. So the equisetum is also known as joint fern, because as in local language the farmer known equisetum as जोड़ तोड़ plant. You can separate the internode from the node, or फिर you can rejoin internode with node. So it is locally known as जोड़ तोड़ plant, and it has the regeneration power, more regeneration power. From the node of aerial sterile shoot, there is developed two type of branches in rings. Some are long, unlimited in growth, well branched, contain some structure as main axis of aerial sterile shoot. Other are short and also bear node and internode, but they are limited in growth and unbranched. Fertile shoot are unbranched, colorless, pale yellow in color sometime, and bears cone, which is a very compact reproductive structure in which a large number of spores are produced, which is very similar in shape and size. Scaly leaves also reported in case of equisetum, which is very minute, thin, uneared, present in the form of ring, very number from 3 to 40 in different species. The number of the scaly leaves may be 3 to 40. These leaves are green when young, but become yellow or red colored at mature. The upper end of the leaf, each leaf is free and joined and pointed, but all of them unite at the base to form leaf sheath, which protect the node of equisetum. It is very interesting. One features of the equisetum, remembered it, the number of the leaves, the number of the scaly leaves represent the number of ridge on the internode. Many round irregular bodies are also present on the rhizome in the form of tuber. Remembered it, the number of ridge is equivalent to always the number of scaly leaves which develop at the node. These are thick-walled and mean to vegetative reproductive known as tuber. Function of various parts of the sporophyte are as follows. There are a specific function of individual part of the equisetum have been reported by the tredologist. The main function of root is absorption of water and minerals and fixation of the plant with the substratum. The main function of rhizome is storage of excess food reserve material which utilized during the growth and development of the plant. The main function of sterile shoot, which does not develop cone spore, is photosynthesis. The sterile shoot, which is also made of two type of branches. One is the branches of unlimited growth, second is branches of limited growth, function as photosynthesis, and third one is fertile shoot, which produce always a cone at the apex, and they help in the reproduction because in the cone there is a production of reproductive organ, that is the spore. So this is the specific function of specific plant organ in ecosystem. This is the plant I have discussed with you already. If you are talking about the reproduction, as you know very well, in ecosystem there are two types of reproduction has been reported by pterologists. One is the vegetative reproduction, second is the sexual reproduction. I have already discussed with you vegetative reproduction. The underground rhizome of some species, that is the Equisetum arvensi, Equisetum talmentia, form tuber is developed which help in vegetative reproduction. What happened during the vegetative reproduction? During unfavorable condition, the tuber which develop along with the root detach from the rhizome, and on coming favorable condition, these tuber which made of meristematic cells further regenerate and produce new plant. So during the vegetative reproduction there is no formation of sex organ, antheridium and archegonium. There is no fertilization take place. So it is a simple method of reproduction. Any vegetative part of the plant when reproduce itself is known as vegetative reproduction. There is no fertilization, there is no fusion of male and female gamete take place. Now, very important portion of equisetum is sexual reproduction. It takes place by spore which produce within the sporangium. The equisetum is homosporous plant. As you know very well, mostly 99.9% a member of the pteridophyte which belongs to pteridophyte are homosporous, and remaining 9 genera, that is the Selaginella, Isoetes, Pilularia, Ragnaldium, Salvinia, are heterosporous. There are only 9 genera have been reported as heterosporous. So you have to remember 9 genera. Except these 9 genera, all the genera of pteridophyte are homosporous. There are spore producing organ. You know very well, I have discussed with you the cone. The cone is developed on the apex of the fertile shoot. If you in which the numbers of spores are produced, the fertile aerial and branch shoot bear at their apices the spore bearing compact organ known as strobili, or singular is strobilus or cone. You may say there is a same name, strobilus or cone. In some rare cases, branched fertile axis is also present. In each cone, strobilus has a thick central axis known as strobilus axis or cone axis. On the both sides of the cone axis there is a developed sporophyll along with the sporangium in spiral coiled manner. On the strobilus axis there are attached many umbrella like sporangiophore, which the structure which having the sporangium is known as sporangiophore in ring. Each sporangiophore is a stalked structure, the free end of which become plantated to form pelted disc. What is pelted disc? Pelted disc is a hexagonal structure, and at each pelted disc, which is hexagonal, there is a 6 sporangium are developed. Like it is very similar to ऐसे दिखाई देती है जैसे कानों में कुंडल, जैसे कानों में कुंडल नहीं लटका जाते. तो in case of equisetum, always the sporangium always develop in hang condition. The disc is a hexagonal structure present at a right angle to the stalk. On the underside of the disc are present many sporangia horizontal towards the axis of strobilus. In each sporangium is elongated and pendant and contained a rounded apex. The sporangium is surrounded by a jacket or tapetum layer. The jacket layer functions as the protection, and the tapetum layer, which is known as kitchen of the sporangium, which have the proper amount of the carbohydrate, protein, lipid and minerals and provide nutrition to the spores. Equisetum is homosporous plant. A ring-like outgrowth is present below the strobilus. This is known as annulus. It is a sporangium bearing structure. Morphological nature of annulus is controversial. There is debated subject. According to some, it is a uppermost walls of sterile leaves, while others are of opinion that it is a lowermost sterile sporangium. So it is a very controversial subject. If you are talking about the spore annulators, each spore is uninucleate, having one single nucleus. It is globose or spherical in shape and contain chloroplast. So the spores of Equisetum is photosynthetic. The wall of each spores consists of 4 layers. The spore covered by 4 layers. Innermost cellulose layer known as endospore, which is enclosed by exospore. Outside the exospore there is a middle layer which is cuticular, surrounded by outermost epispore. The middle layer and the outermost layer of epispore are uh, are are developed the plug ये से बंद करो the epispore